Recording started.
All right, awesome. It's New Year's Day, so Happy New Year, wherever you are in the world. It's 2:45 p.m. here. I did a New Year's Eve show last night over midnight, so I started at about 10 minutes to 10. This is Technocratic Tyranny Blues, my music show. Started at 10 to 10 in the evening. Quite a few people showed up. Lauren showed up from Amsterdam. Chris Wilson showed up. South Osman showed up. All of whom are friends and colleagues on Podbean. And a few other people showed up who I've seen around who I don't really know that well. So it was quite a good audience all in all. And I did the show 30. So the tune that I was playing, this is quite important to me, the tune that I was playing at midnight was a Frank Zappa tune called City of Tiny Lights, which is my homage to the Old Grey Whistle Test. If you remember the Old Grey Whistle Test, they used to do a three hour special at New Year's from about 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. I can't remember, but in my head it was 3 hours, and it was 10 o'clock until 1 o'clock in the morning. So that was what I was attempting to do last night. And I think it was reasonably effective. I think it was reasonably successful. So that's a good start to the new year. And I set the playlist up about a month ago, so I had to add a few things in and take a few things out. But it was pretty appropriate. It was an upbeat playlist with a lot of David Bowie on it and quite a bit of Temptations on it. But also Frank Zappa and Gong and The Orb. So a mix of stuff. Some pop, some rock, some glam rock, some progressive, some jazzy stuff. A mix. The show is meant to be that way. It's meant to be nothing excluded. So obviously I don't get as far as playing Kylie Minogue, but I would play Kylie if it was an appropriate thing to do on a particular show. If I had a reason to do it, then I would play Kylie, and nobody is excluded. So if the production's good, there's the William Orbit stuff Madonna did, I like, so I would play that. Kylie made a couple of good records, so I would play the good ones. I would play the crap I'm not going to play, but it is all open to possibility. I'm not excluding anybody. If for some reason I get inspiration and I feel like doing a Kylie Minogue special, I'll do a fucking Kylie Minogue special. End of story. It's my show. I can do what I like with it. So, to the new year. And my plan up to now is to do a show at 1:30 p.m. UK time until about 3 o'clock. So an hour and a half, something like that. It might start at 1 o'clock some days. It might start at 12:30 some days. It depends what else I've got going on. But the plan is to do an hour and a half Monday to Friday. And it works out that it's a breakfast show for the East Coast in the States. And it fits in reasonably well with the schedule on Podbean. You've got the Old Man's Podcast and Dina Joe both starting at around about 3 o'clock. Dina Joe starts at 2:45. The Old Man's Podcast starts at 3 o'clock my time. So if I do 1:30 to 3, then I can call in and say hello to both of those shows as well. And I'm not overlapping too much. So that's kind of the plan. So the best place to find me and what I do is Podbean. So podbean.com/free association is the way to get there. download the Podbean app and look for a show called Technocratic Tyranny Blues, Monday to Friday at, what did I say, 1:30 p.m. UK time. So that's the way it's going to work until further notice. We've got a Mercury retrograde going on, so there may or may not be technical issues involved in January, but we'll get through it, whatever it is. And I've decided that I was planning to do a history show with Chris Wilson in January, but I think we'll do some technical rehearsals and some trial runs in January and iron out all the rough spots and build some rapport and work out kind of the approach for a month or 6 weeks. And then I'll put the show on the schedule. So I've got to sit down and look at Chris's material and see what I want to use and what conversations I want to have in this history show. And history is not something that I've tackled before. I've tackled philosophy. I've tackled geopolitics a little bit. History is not some place that I've been, but it'll be interesting. It'll develop. At the moment, the show's called History Reimagined. Well, that could change. And we'll see it. We'll see where it goes. So officially, I'm going to launch that mid-February, I think. And everything else, so it takes the pressure off. We'll call it a technical rehearsal, trial run. Until we get through the Mercury retrograde. I always seem to launch stuff during a Mercury retrograde, and I don't know why that is. I don't really want to do it that way, but that's the way it always seems to work out. Yeah, so that's what 23 is going to be. So thanks for watching, and Happy New Year, and I'll see you again. I'm probably going to do a video a day for a while, just because these are fun, and I'm set up in the kitchen, so I can do this in the kitchen without messing about. So maybe a video as well. We'll see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.